Good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome to Perfect Pair. I'm Kara Balmer.
And I'm Nancy Jurek.
And this is Perfect Pair.
Hello, like we said, this is Perfect Pair. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're glad you're here. Please like and subscribe on Facebook and YouTube. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
And we appreciate you.
Yes, so thank you for being here. Can I just take a minute and breathe?
Yeah, please do.
Like, it has been a morning for all of us here at GE.
It really has.
Like, it snowed like crazy last night. Roads were super slippery. Accidents and traffic. And
I was surprised at how many cars I saw in the ditch on my way to work. I was like, ooh, I mean, is it really that bad?
Takes me 20-25 minutes to get here typically. Today it took me an hour.
No way.
It really did.
Really?
The cars were backed up. I was on one highway. I turned around and took some back roads to get on another one. Yeah, I was like, panicking a little bit. But we're
fine.
here. We're ready to go.
And it's beautiful outside. It is. Trust me.
I love it.
All right. On to beautiful quilts on our set. Behind both of us is Winnie, which is made out of clover and dot. Winnie is one of the two quilts that will be taught at our upcoming retreat. So if you haven't signed up, perfect reason why right there.
Yep. And behind
You
me is a little Marina made with the vintage Stash Builder bundle. It is a pre-order, and it is super cute. You should take a look at it.
Yes. Speaking of pre-orders, Clover and Dot actually isn't physically in the building yet. We are waiting. It should be any day, and that will be for retreaters, but we'll have some bundles available for purchase as well.
Yes. And how you doing, Mr. GP?
Doing pretty good.
What's the quilt behind you?
This is Billy.
Yep, and that's made with Clover and Dot as well.
Yes.
And that's another retreat quilt. And before I get any questions on it, both of those patterns, the Billy and the Winnie, are exclusive to the retreaters and will be available, I think, later this summer.
I would guess.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. I have a delicious recipe today that I'm very, very excited about. I wish I could say I thought of it on my own, but I think I got it from a website called Bad Batch Baking.
Oh.
But it is Parmesan candied bacon crackers. And they're so good.
They smell amazing. I haven't tried one yet.
Super good. They're perfect little snack, perfect for the Super Bowl or any other little party you might be having. So they're a little late for that, but have them anyway. It's delicious.
Yeah.
So this, maybe we can get overhead. I can't do that. So this is what they look like. Little bacon with cheese and crackers. There's some brown sugar. I'll read the pattern, or the recipe real quick.
Taking one.
So you need a pound of thin sliced bacon, however many club crackers you want. The recipe officially says 1.5 sleeves, 8-ounce Parmesan wedge, half a cup of brown sugar, and then 1 tablespoon of red pepper flakes. And then basically you preheat your oven to 300. You line a baking sheet with parchment paper and then place a cooling rack or wire rack on top of it. Then you just layer your crackers with cheese, bacon, sugar, and red pepper flakes.
I like the little kick of the red pepper flake in there. That's
Isn't it
good.
Yeah. Bake there for 35 to 45 minutes, and you rotate the pan halfway through. And then you're done. And it's delicious, and I'm very excited about them.
I know. I took a bite. I was trying to be quiet as you were talking because I'm sure you could hear my crunching. They are really good.
They're very good.
Do
you like them? Or GP?
His plate's already empty, so it looks like he likes
I gave
them.
him quite a few.
Good breakfast.
Got some bacon, some cheese. Can't go wrong.
I'm very happy about them. All right.
Awesome. So today is National Wisconsin Day.
Our neighbors to the west.
Or east.
East. There we go. Definitely the east. I was just testing you.
Oh, I got it. So what do we love about Wisconsin? Mr. GP? How's the skiing over there?
Not bad.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've heard.
The Dells are a good time.
The Dells are a good time.
Wisconsin Dells.
The Door County is awesome.
Yep.
What is the capital?
Madison?
Yes.
Okay. I never know if it's Madison or Milwaukee.
Oh, yes.
Milwaukee's a cool city, though.
Yeah.
Underrated.
Driven through there real quick. Well, not that you get through there real quick, but I didn't stop. I've been to quite a few cities in Wisconsin. But. What
little
else?
state.
It became a state in 1948, or 1848, excuse me. 21 million gallons of ice cream are consumed by Wisconsinites every year. Every year.
Well, I mean, they have great dairies.
Yep.
So,
That would be why. And they claim to be that they have the most ghosts per capita, per square mile in the state. So there's that.
I mean, they also say they have more lakes than Minnesota, but they're wrong because they count ponds as lakes. So I don't know about the ghost thing.
Oh, I guess we got a little competition going on. They do claim, the very first circus was in Wisconsin too.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
I'm just kidding. I love you guys.
And Frank Lloyd Wright and Danica Patrick were both born in Wisconsin. Let's see, what else do we have going on today? Today is Singles Awareness Day, so shout out to all the single people. Interesting that it's the day after Valentine's Day.
I think it should be the day before.
Yeah.
Hype
and
you up.
Celebrated.
Yeah.
And it is National Gumdrop Day. So the only time I've eaten gumdrops, but
They're not.
they're just kind of used in baking nowadays.
Yeah.
I feel like they were a bigger thing back in the day.
back in the day, yeah. I don't remember the last time I've had a gumdrop.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
No, you either?
We'll go have one. Or two.
Yeah. Sugar. I like chewy candy, so I kind of like them, but
I don't
it's been a
like how
long
they
time.
stick to my teeth.
Oh, see, and I don't mind that. Like dots. I love dots.
Makes me feel gross.
No, I like it. They're good. Or yeah, any kind of gummy, anything. All right, moving on.
Anyway, so lately, yesterday, as you know, it was Valentine's Day. And a few months ago, when we got this really great bundle in called I Heart Us, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I had a great idea to make woven hearts for Elsa's Valentine's Day gift-giving thing for her class. Exchange. I don't know what it's called. It was a great idea 2 months ago. And if I had started 2 months ago, perfect. I started Monday night and got them all done Monday night, 25 of them. That's Matt helping me. We stayed up very late.
That's for your beautiful,
My little, I call it the buffet. I don't really know what it's called.
It's gorgeous.
Yes.
All your woodwork in your house.
My
It
house
is amazing.
I love my house. It needs some work. It's a money pit, but it's gorgeous. Anyway, so that's Matt helping me. And then I sewed Elsa's initials with a little heart on them, so the kids mainly kind of knew who it was from.
They're so cute.
Yes. And I have an overhead of one too, Mr. GP. So I put handles on them. This one doesn't have one, but yeah, they're really cute. The pattern is free on the website. Just search Woven Hearts. And then we stuffed it with candy, and she handed them out to her class.
Was she so proud?
She was. And she said her classmates really liked them.
They're
I hope they did.
adorable.
But it was, yeah.
She wins the Mother of the Year award this year.
If you're going to make 25 of them, start more than 2 days before Valentine's Day. Is my only suggestion.
Who does that? Like, I want to know the mom that does that because, well, I'm not the mom because it was always the night before. Maybe two nights before.
That's usually me. And
Yeah.
then I had kind of told Elsa I was going to do this, and so I had to stick to it.
I really am relieved that I don't have any kids in elementary school anymore.
Just one more year after this. One more. And I'm not going to do that again. Or maybe I will.
You might have to top it.
Just, I'll start in advance.
I'm going to write this down. We'll see when next
Put
year
a reminder in
comes
your
around.
calendar
Okay.
in January. Start Elsa's Valentine. So that's what we were up to. I've also been sewing with the kids, starting their quilts for the fair. So that's Elsa. One of her quilts is based off of the little Ghost Who Was a Quilt book. I think that's the name of it.
It's going to be so cute.
Yes, so she's sewing her blocks together. She's so excited about it. And then Oscar is working on a steamy windows. He is working with the Calm Waters bundle that we had. He really, really loves that one. He's learning how to cut. He's still having a little difficulty, but I think that's because he's not tall enough to get the weight.
It makes a difference
Yeah.
to get that angle of your arm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Clara.
Good for him.
Yeah, and Clara is working on her Kimberly with Mystical Sun, which will hopefully be done by next month. That's the plan.
Yeah.
We'll see. So yeah, she's gotten a pretty good start, and she's very independent on it, which is really nice because then I don't have to hover and help her with every little thing. So she's just kind of on her own, and she
So
knows how to
then
do
the
it.
fighting is less?
So much less fighting.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's awesome.
I can even leave the room, and she's
Yay.
good to go. So
That's amazing.
it's a great place to be with them. So yeah, that's kind of been my last month.
Yeah.
been
You're
busy.
You're always busy.
How about you? Anything fun?
Not a lot. I was like looking back, thinking back, and we've just been doing a lot of hockey, which is kind of typical this time of year for me and my son and my husband. We're running to hockey games all the time. This is him with his counterpart, the other goalie on the team, and then the smallest kid on the team, which he's just a scrappy, fun little hockey player. So it's really fun to watch these boys play. And then here's just a couple action shots of Court in the net.
Yay!
And hockey's just fun. He loves it, so we do it.
That's awesome. And he gets asked to play with the older kids.
He does get asked to play with the older kids every once in a while. We were at a game last night, so it was late night by the time we actually got back home with the snow coming down.
And then sometimes they have practices at 6:30 in the morning?
Yep, that's a fun time too.
No.
Yeah, I know. And he gives me lots of grief to get him up to go to hockey, and I'm thinking, I don't have to get up this early. This
Yeah.
is for you, kid.
No.
Let's go.
That's a big ask.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like 5 or 6 times throughout the season they end up having early morning practice.
I mean,
so.
it's not terrible, but
It's really nice to not have the practice at night then, to just get it over with right away in the
That's true.
morning.
That's a good point.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
what I keep going with.
I can get behind that.
Yeah. We also, as you know, spent a week in California with Road to California.
That's
we-
awesome.
Yes. Nancy loved her time in California.
I like it a lot more than I thought I would, and I feel like I'm betraying Minnesota because it was great.
Yeah, well, the weather was so nice. And
Yes.
it was a really cold snap here that
really
week
cold.
that we were gone, so we missed it. I'm hoping we don't have any more this year.
I'm okay with it. But it was funny because all of the locals to that part of California kept apologizing
Yes,
for the
'cause
weather.
it was cold there, and we're like, we had a fire outside.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
We were in T-shirts,
Yes.
no jackets, no boots.
I
were
worked
in
out on the
heaven.
patio in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, it was great.
You worked out or you worked?
Worked. Not worked out. Let's not, no. But I had my little laptop on the patio.
You did. You were.
It was lovely.
Yes. Let's show them some pictures from our booth. Here we've got a nice line of ladies shopping with us. We've got some people behind the counter checking people out. There's Colleen.
Yes, doing her awesome demos. She's
Yes.
so great at that.
She is. She always had 6, 8, 10 ladies standing around watching her. Right now she's demoing some cuts and blocks from the Master Your Stripology ruler book.
Yes. And she'll be doing that again in North Carolina at QuiltCon.
Mm-hmm. And here's just a picture of our booth. You can see Gudrun in the background. And yeah, what our booth looked like
Yeah.
this year. And then there we are.
There's all of us that went, and it was
Yep.
a great time.
It was. And all of us are in our jacket.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize that when we took the picture.
That's just because we're so cool.
We are. It was fun.
I was excited because there was a cactus outside my window, and then there was a lemon tree at our Airbnb, and I definitely took home some lemons. I was ridiculously excited about them. I told everyone.
Yes, a little bit.
Just a tad, to the point of being really annoying. It was just so cool. And then I got to see mountains, which I've never seen before, so it was just a great trip.
Yeah,
And then
she
there was
was
some
thrilled.
beautiful quilts there.
Yes.
This was from, is it Cherrywood?
Yes.
They have like
Cherrywood.
a contest
Mm-hmm.
where
It's a traveling quilt show. So it was at Houston?
I think it was at Houston
Yes.
too. Yeah.
And it just travels. They pick a theme every year. I'm sure more of you know about this than I do. I just love to look at the quilts that are there. So we took a few pictures. There are a ton of them. Obviously, this theme this year was monarch butterflies. And they're just so intricate and amazing. The talent, it's just,
It's
and this was just
incredible.
a small little snippet of them. But yeah, it was fun to walk through and take a look at them.
Yes, it was a good time.
And there weren't any that were even remotely similar. Like
No.
everybody had such
So different.
yeah, unique take on it. It was they're fun.
Yeah, it was really great. So.
Mm-hmm.
And then next up is Raleigh. Am I
Yes,
saying that right? I have a hard
Raleigh.
time pronouncing that
Raleigh.
city name.
Raleigh,
Raleigh.
Raleigh.
Raleigh. Okay.
Yep.
Well,
Quilt Con, you guys take off next Tuesday.
We do.
Yeah.
We'll see how ready we are.
Well, everything left the building.
Everything
the
shipped.
crate left.
So,
The pallets left. So it's just to get you guys out the door.
yes. So, guess it's a piece of cake from here.
Yeah.
Last month, we had a question, and the winners, we picked 3 winners from Facebook and YouTube, and they receive a free charm pack that we send to them. And so last month's question was, what is one quilting technique you hope to practice or get better at in 2024? So one of our winners, let me get the sheet here, is Cheryl Perkinson. I want to work on machine binding. It's awesome. I love machine binding. I'm still working on perfecting it, but it's so much better than hand stitching. I know there's some diehard hand stitching fans here, but not me. So, and then our next winner is Julie Scott. She wants to perfect sewing curves. Have you
Oh.
sewn curves before?
In apparel. Not on
I
quilt.
have tried once, and it did not go well, and I haven't tried since.
Oh.
So that's definitely a skill for future Nancy. Not something I'm going to work on right now, but it is a skill
Yeah.
I too would like to work on.
They're so. I mean, I admire so many of the quilts that have all those.
The curves, yes, that is a challenge. So, props to anyone who can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then our last winner is Pam Kozar, and I want to get better at actually finishing my quilts. Once I get them back from the long armor, I tend not to get them bound.
Oh, she even gets them all the way through to the long armor.
I do the same thing.
Do you?
I have quite a few that just need binding, and I'm just like,
So if you just sit in front of the TV and hand sew
No.
on your Okay.
I am
Hard pass.
very against hand sewing for myself. Anyone else who wants to, feel free. But not
you.
I tangle with thread. I just get really angry, and
Oh.
I don't know. It's just not for me. Machine binding all the way. I just need to get to that step. That's always the hardest
That
part.
just intrigues me because, Pam, I get my quilt halfway done, just the flimsy. I don't get it any farther than that. So
So you just need to get it to the long armor.
I just need to get it to the long armor. Yep. And then I'm good.
Well, congrats to all of our winners.
Will Goodrin be teaching at QuiltCon in Raleigh? She does have like a demo during QuiltCon, but she's not teaching. No. We do have actually a certified Stripology
Instructor.
class that she will be teaching starting Sunday through Tuesday, and that is already, people have already signed up for that. But look for it for future shows, because we're going to be, or she will be teaching one at each of the shows. I know she's going to be teaching next year in Houston, so watch for that, because if you are interested in becoming an instructor, there's a class.
It's a good class to take.
Yeah.
Also, we know she'll be doing a short lecture at QuiltCon. We just don't know the day or time.
Yeah.
They haven't let us know yet.
No.
And then she'll also be doing a trunk show at a shop
Yes.
there. I don't know the shop's name offhand. You do have to sign them up in advance.
Yep.
And we'll put the name on the blog.
Yeah, I know that's Tuesday evening, I believe. But we will get that information out for you if that's something that you would be interested in.
Yeah, we'll try to
Check
get
it
that
out.
on the blog. So yeah. All right. So, next up are some of our favorites.
Yes. So I have been diving deeper, Gisli, if you want to go to the overhead, into the Master Your Stripology Rulers book. Now with us now with us doing flying geese for our temperature quilts, I have become obsessed with this book. It is awesome. I mean, I don't even know another word to describe it. I have learned so much. I started out, of course, with just mastering or really working hard on my flying geese and using all of her techniques and her videos that have saved me. But once you get on a roll with those flying geese,
Oh my gosh. They're so much easier than when I first started. I just fly through them now.
Yes, me too. And I can't say enough about this book. If you don't have it, you should. Like I'll talk about it again in just a little bit about why I love it, but to begin with, the flying geese.
It's worth its weight in gold.
Exactly.
For how helpful it is with that alone, not to mention all the other stuff in it. So.
Exactly. So that is my favorite.
Yes. My favorite have been the point trimmers. We can go to the overhead again. So in the point trimmers, you get 3 different triangles with different angles, and I have been using it a lot in a quilt I'm making called Trinity. And so I've been using this one with the 45, but they're really helpful. I know that Gudrun, when she did the Dina, she used them, and they're just really nice to have and make things just a little bit easier when you're working with angles and triangles. So those have really come in handy. So.
Yeah, it's awesome because you get the 45 and the 90, you get 60, 30, 120. You get all these angles in this nice, cute little package, and you don't have to buy a separate ruler for each of the angles. It's all just right here for you. The trick is to keep it organized enough that you don't lose the little ones.
Very true. I would recommend maybe putting some nail polish on them or something to help them stand out, because as you saw from the overhead, they blend in very easily.
So
They do. Maybe some neon yellow or nail polish. But they're really great. So I recommend them. They're awesome to have.
Yes.
So speaking of my Trinity, I have been working on a quilt. And so my basically perfect pick, where we pick a fabric line and pattern, has been Trinity with Rust and Bloom. It's really cool. It's a mixture of like rusty colors and blues mostly. And the Trinity was a pattern that kind of intimidated me, mainly because of the triangles. And so I really kind of wanted to challenge myself. It's 2024. I want to learn new things and develop new skills. So
it went really pretty quickly.
Yeah. So right now I have all of the blocks pieced, and that went together so fast. I was shocked. I was kind of expecting it to be really tedious and like have to be perfect. And this part, the first part, has been a piece of cake. I think I started it on Sunday.
Yes.
And I'm already this far. So the blocks are not sewn to each other yet and into columns yet. That'll happen today, I hope.
Yes. I mean, you've been working on it because you'd like to take it to QuiltCon as well to have in our booth.
Exactly. My goal is to finish it before tomorrow.
Yes.
So I can get quilted, and then I can do the binding before I leave.
And this bundle is a perfect masculine bundle.
Yes.
Like there aren't so many out there. This is modern and it's masculine. The Trinity quilt, I just can't say enough of awesome things about it.
I really like this bundle because number one, it is masculine, but also there's no novelty fabric. So it's not mountains related. It's not tools or anything like that. It's just kind of
fishing or hunting.
Exactly.
Or nature.
So if you have a guy in your life who doesn't necessarily like all of that, then this is perfect. Or if you're a woman and you like it.
Yeah, because I like it.
Yeah. So yeah, it has just a lot of and again, abstract normally isn't my style. I have a hard time with it, but I feel like the Trinity is kind of a perfect pattern to show it off and really experiment with all of these. So these are just the fabrics in the bundle, and they work really well together.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of oranges. Just lay these out real quick. I did add 2 other fabrics to it.
Oh, you did?
I
didn't even
did.
notice.
Well, that's good, because then it means that they blended seamlessly.
Yes, Kelly, it is.
Yeah, it's not getting the attention it deserves. It's really cool. This fabric in particular has stripes in it, so that really created some variations when I put it in the quilt.
Yeah.
It looks like it could be 3 different fabrics.
Mm-hmm.
So there's those.
Ooh, lucky you, Dawn.
So those are what come in the bundle. It's a 12-piece bundle. And then I added the Random Thoughts Rain Twilight, and that really goes well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also added Provisions
yeah.
Stone.
Perfect.
So, yeah, I really like it. The stone kind of gives your eyes a place
I
to
see the random
rest.
dots in there now,
Yeah.
and the stone.
Yeah, you wouldn't even know it was like separate from the bundle. So I really like those choices. And the pattern itself uses a mixture of 10-inch squares, 1.5-inch strips, and 2.5-inch strips. So you do need more than your typical 12-piece bundle to make it. So that's why I added in these 2.
And the size that you made is like a large
a
lap?
Yep,
It's a lap.
it seems to be a large lap
That's
so
right.
far.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see how much it shrinks as I sew it, but I don't think it'll shrink too much.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, it's a really great quilt. So far, I'm loving the process of putting this Trinity together. I'm learning a lot.
Yeah. Well, even when you were putting it on the,
Design wall?
thank you, the design wall, and as you were putting them up, like there wasn't a lot of moving blocks around.
Yeah.
Like you put them
You
up
just
and
put-
it just all, usually, you know, you can spend hours on a design wall moving things, and then as soon as you do that, you're going down a slippery slope. And
Yep. I only moved like 2 or 3,
mm-hmm.
and it was good. It was good to go.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to put together. So far, so good.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Yes, love it. If you're going to QuiltCon, it'll be there.
It will be there. Hopefully the quilt will too. If I can get my button gear, we'll see.
It will be. So for me, I have been loving, well, I've loved it since even before we got it in for Bundle Club, but the Sea Sisters bundle is just delicious, beautiful.
I love this bundle.
Yes. So I'm going to lay the fabrics out as well just for you to get a better look on it, because this picture just does not do it justice. The blues, and it gives you kind of a sea feeling without it being the sea and
Yep.
in your face. And
It's just subtle.
Yes. And so if you love blues, this one definitely is a top choice. This print is
I think that's my favorite print.
Yep, I think so too. It's just this watercolor, beautiful blues, and the floral. Love it. And this is just a totally different take with the blues and kind of almost a 70s.
I think that too.
Yeah,
Little 70s vibe, but
Mhm.
without it being really obvious.
right. And then kind of watercolor, watery feel. And then this one I really like too, and it's almost pebbly looking.
That's cool.
And then we have another tone on tone. And then these are kind of like sea urchins without being in your face sea urchins. So you can just kind of get a taste of it being an oceany, watery feel.
I love that
The
one.
Bliss,
Yeah.
yes. And this one too I really like. I like the different colors, that it just brings in a pop of kind of some subtle greens and the grays. And then the last one, this one too. This one's got a lot of movement, and it's just a lot going on this piece. Again, it's just this pretty, subtle ocean water feel.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
Yes. So I've liked it for so long, and I've just kind of been trying to figure out what I was going to do with it. And Gudrun, as you know, has been stripologizing blocks. So we have the 2 blocks that she's stripologized so far, block 1 and block 2, and she'll be doing 1 a month for the next year. So if you haven't downloaded these are on our website, so make sure you grab them. And I made my first block. And so I'm thinking I'm just gonna take all the blocks and use this bundle and make a quilt. I'll double up on some blocks. I will,
Yeah,
not
I'm
really
excited
sure.
to see it. It's going to be great.
It's gonna be random, but it'll
I
be
was
one
thinking of doing
bundle.
that too, but I'm just not gonna. Not right now.
Just not
I
gonna.
don't have the time. But when I do, I really do want to do that because I love these classic blocks.
Yes.
So it's really cool to make a whole quilt
Yeah.
out of it.
Keithley, if you want to go back to the overhead, actually, before we go to the overhead, let's
What
throw.
were the names of the 2 bundles again?
So mine was Rust and Bloom.
Yes. And mine is Sea Sisters. Yes. Thank you. So let's take a look at those couple of pictures that I have now next that's apparel with quilted apparel. I have been on Pinterest pinning lots of different apparel photos, and we are talking heavily here at GE about making quilted coats and jackets because people are wearing quilted apparel in all fashion. And I love this concept of putting it on a sweatshirt. Just a simple block and then sewing it on.
Yep.
And just, I found these 2 that were really great, so it really got me going. This one is from, where did I write her name down now? Excuse me. Diary of a Quilter. She's on Pinterest. That's, I believe, her. But that's on her Pinterest. So she explained and gave me a few tips and tricks, and I'm going to pass them on to you. And so in the last, I don't know, week or so, I've got one on. I'll stand up.
It's so cute. I love it.
Can you see it? See it? I can't get in the screen. Anyway, that was a little ridiculous. I apologize. But I'll take a picture of it and put it on our blog. So this is my first run at it, and I learned quite a few things. I did use Gudrun's strip joints for the pattern for the block because it's a nice big block size. But then I purchased a sweatshirt,
Just a
just
plain
a plain
old
sweatshirt, and I turned under the edges just a 1/4 of an inch and machine sewed it on. I centered it on the quilt, or on the sweatshirt, excuse me, and machine sewed it on, and then I sat and hand sewed, which I like to do.
I could
and
do it on a small project.
Quilted the sweatshirt.
It's really cute.
So now my next one, I did purchase a blue sweatshirt so that I could use one of my, if you want to go to the overhead again, Beasley. So again, just ironed the sweatshirt. I made this first block, so that will be going, this will be going on here.
It's going to look so great.
Yes, and so again, turn it under, just iron it under a 1/4 of an inch, sew it on, and then hand stitch the, whatever kind of quilting that you want to do with it. A couple of things, I used 12 gauge, or 12, what's it called? 12
weight?
12 weight, thank you. Like floss to sew, to do the quilting. That was one tip that I learned. Another tip that I learned, again, of course, is to really press your block flat. Make sure that you have a really good press on your block. What else? What else did I want to make sure I told you? But yeah, my first sweatshirt was stretchier. So that was the other thing that was, this one is a little more challenging. I mean, this has a lot more give than a typical sweatshirt, although it's, feel it.
Ooh.
It's such a
That's a
super
good
soft.
sweatshirt.
Yeah, it's super soft. So, so that was the other thing that was a little bit challenging, is just the give in
It
the
almost
sweatshirt
feels like
itself.
suede.
Yeah. So I'm really excited to get this next one done because they go together so quickly. And then you just, did you pre-wash the sweatshirt so it wouldn't shrink later? So I didn't, because I didn't pre-wash my fabric either. So I didn't pre-wash either one of them. And I washed it actually last night for the first time, and it was okay. And I love the look.
Yeah.
And you can't really see it because you can't. But it's very quilted.
Yeah.
I mean, it
has that kind of texture
Yeah.
after you wash a quilt.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing.
Yeah. So I like it.
Mhm.
I didn't put lightweight stabilizer on the back of it. I thought about it, but I didn't. It wasn't in the different blogs that I read on Pinterest too. They didn't, so I went for it.
Would you in the future?
Maybe if it was really lightweight. I didn't have a great lightweight one on me, and I was too anxious to get started. So that's how I roll. Let's just go.
Let's just do
and
it.
figure it out as we go. And so that was what happened this time too. But it would definitely be a benefit, just keeping everything
Together and
in
easy.
place.
Yeah.
Make the hand sewing easier too.
Well, I love it.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited, and it'll just be a fun piece to wear to work every once in a while. Just
Yeah.
something different.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like my clothes get boring every once in a while, so it's nice to have something
Switch it up.
new to choose. Yes. So
Very cute.
yeah.
Love it. All right. Next up, we're going to talk about our temperature quilts.
Yes.
If you guys are joining us, awesome. Thank you. We love to see your progress on Facebook.
We do.
So please post photos. We are using a hashtag for future photos called hashtag #GETempQuilt. So if you are posting any of your pictures of your temp quilts on Facebook, please use that hashtag, and then we can find them so we can show them off.
Yes.
So,
So
but
fun.
we finished January's temperatures, Kara and I, and they are looking pretty good. I'm really excited about them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Again, it was like I did my first couple of blocks, and I was like, how's this going to go? But then I used the cutting instructions in the book from Gudrun, and wow, I look like a professional.
I know.
It's amazing.
It's so easy, and the results are amazing. It really makes you look like you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, exactly. So that first picture we showed was mine and Kara's temperature quilts.
Did they go on the screen?
Yeah, they were a little bit.
Were they on there? Okay. Yep, there they are.
Kara's is on the left. Mine is on the right. Kara, you're not turning yours.
I am
upside
not turning mine for
Precipitation.
For precipitation, yeah.
and I am. So,
Yep.
but yeah, I like the variation. Your fabrics, I adore,
Oh.
and I can't wait to see the finished results.
Yeah, I used I should have brought it with me, but I used a printed background.
Yes, yes. I
background
forgot
was
what it's
not
called,
black.
but it's
I think
really
so.
cute.
No, it's
I thought it was Moonlit Garden.
no.
No? Okay.
No.
I don't know. That's a really great background.
Yeah.
Some tips that I have run into. Number one, when I first started, I was a little worried about which direction to press the seams because like, uh-oh, do I have to nest them, whatever. And I'm like, no, I'm going to put sashing between them. So I'm not worried about that. But if you are not going to put sashing between them, you might want to press all the seams in one direction. Some of them might fight you if you are turning them because you'll have to press against a point or something, which is a pain.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm putting sashing. So I don't
Problem
have to worry about it. So heads up on that. And then another tip or trick, I was worried about when you sew columns, it's easy for them to get skewed and go wonky. So I was sewing in groups of like 5 or 6 and then attaching those to each other. So
Yeah.
it helps it
That
stay a
does
little
help.
straight.
Mm-hmm.
So knock on wood, it stays that way.
Yeah.
But
Sashing.
sashing. But anyway, I wanted to show off some of the temperature quilts that I've seen posted on Facebook so far for January. So first up, we have, let's see, Anne's, and that's her January temperatures.
I like her colors
I
too.
know, it's so pretty.
Yeah, and she looks like she's doing both highs and lows on hers. 'Cause
Yes.
she doesn't have the same background going on.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yep,
Mhm.
good for you, Anne. Next up is Barbara, and I like the fabric she's using. It looks to be from a bundle or a fabric line, so it's really cool. Then there's Catherine, and hers are so bright and vibrant. Looks great. Again, another one. I think like a lot of people are doing the highs and lows, which good for you guys.
Good for you.
Yep. It's a lot of work, so good job. And then there's
It's
Deborah's.
a lot of thinking.
It really is.
Yeah.
My brain can't comprehend that right now. So. But everyone who's doing it is looking great. There's Deborah's.
This one looks like it has sleuth.
Yes.
And then I see some moonscape in there.
And maybe an old color club.
Yeah.
That green.
That green. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yay.
Awesome.
Nice job, Deborah.
And then we have Doris. That looks so pretty. I love those greens.
You know what? It would be awesome to find out too. And maybe this will be something when we go a little farther each month that we show more to note where they're from.
I know. That'd be really cool.
It'd be nice to look at to see, or where they're taking their temperatures from.
Yeah. Yep. And then there's
Janice.
Janice. Thank you. I'm not wearing my glasses. She's making 6 different temperature quilts for various years, which
Wow.
is crazy, Janice, but also very admirable.
Yeah.
Admirable.
Well, look at that. She's got different backgrounds. She's doing
I know. That's a big
precipitation.
Job.
I'd be curious to know if it's her kids and the years they were born, or
Yeah.
if it's significant dates of the temperature she's making.
But it looks great.
Yeah.
And then there is Julie's. She had, I think this was just kind of in the beginning of January. And then a cold snap that may have been here in Minnesota when we had -8 as a high.
Yep.
So maybe not. I don't know. But it's a guess. And then there's Lori's, and she's using a really soft color palette, which I think is a really great take on it. So it looks beautiful. And then there's Louise. I like how I'm guessing the high pops against that dark background. It's really cool. Or maybe it's vice versa. But either way, it looks really great. And then there's Tracy's. She looks like she has a whole month done, and it looks great. I like that background.
I do too. Very
And
cool.
Jennifer. She's getting started. I like that too.
It looks very pressed and flat.
Yes. That's a good point. Good job, Jennifer. I had a hard time with that. Was mine. And then Carol is working on 2 different temperature quilts, and it looks really great. So,
well, I think everybody's enjoying it that's joining us.
Yeah.
I hope so anyway. I mean, I'm definitely enjoying it. Another skill, technique put in our back pocket.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's been good. And I like that it's over a year.
Yep. And that you can do like 10 days at a time.
Yes.
You don't have to do it all at once.
Yeah.
And, to those doing it every single day, that's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll
I
stick
know.
to like 10
I
days
like
at a time.
my little piles that I have already that I'll be able to throw right into February.
Exactly.
Some of those days.
So I think the rest will be just smooth sailing. Piece of cake.
But yes, please post, and please use the hashtag GE Temp Quilts.
Yep.
So we can see all of your awesome progress.
Yes. And then others can kind of search by that hashtag too.
Yeah,
on
and then be
Facebook.
jealous and think they need to join us.
Exactly.
So
Duh.
yes.
So yeah, I think that's all I had for the temp quilt.
Yeah. Do we have any questions?
Nothing? You guys are pros. You got it down.
All right.
And if you want to join us for the temp quilt, it's not too late.
No, for sure. No.
How big are your sashings going to be? I was actually thinking about this morning. I don't know. I was thinking between 1 inch and 2 inches finished.
Yeah.
Is kind of my guess. I don't want it to be too big. So that's kind of the range I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Nothing for sure yet. I probably won't decide till I start cutting it.
Yeah.
Do you have it deciding?
I don't. I hadn't even thought about sashing yet. So, but I like your idea.
All right. So we have a question of the month.
We do.
If you comment on it on Facebook or YouTube, you will be entered to win a free charm pack that we pick every month. So the question is, have you made quilted apparel? Like Miss Kara over here. Quilted jacket, sweatshirt, I don't know, whatever else there is.
I know I've been seeing like quilted patches, like quilt blocks on jeans, so maybe that's my next fun little
Yeah.
thing because that wouldn't take long.
I want to put one on the back of
Oh,
my jean
yeah,
jacket.
that's really cute too. I did one with those.
Oh,
yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we don't know what they're called, but
But I did one on the back of my jean jacket.
yes, and it looks super cute. So anyway, we want to know what quilted apparel
Mm-hmm.
you have made. If you want to show a picture on Facebook, it won't let you add a picture in the comments, but we would still love to see
Yeah,
it.
we'd love to see any and all apparel that you guys have been making.
Yeah, on
Um,
Gudrun's Quilt Crew is
mhm.
what it's called.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. It'll get our brains.
Yes, brains moving.
Turning.
We've seen quilted shoes too,
Yes.
so that's a next project for us.
Mm-hmm. That'll be really
Someday.
fun. We're going to get the guys to join us on that one.
Yes.
All of us here that work here, we've talked about doing the shoes. So
That'd be cool.
it'll be fun. But all right, so we have the virtual retreat that will be starting in March. We have until
Saturday?
It's actually extended till Monday, the 19th.
Ooh.
So if you haven't signed up for a retreat, make sure you do that. Again, you'll get an opportunity to make these two quilts that have been with us on the set today. We have London Calling will actually be released tomorrow. So if some of you are looking for it today, just know it's coming. It just will be tomorrow. So
Sorry for the delay.
sorry for the delay, but it will be tomorrow. And then our booth number for QuiltCon is 310, so make sure you stop out and say hi.
Yeah.
We'd love to see you, or they'd love to see you. I'm not going this time.
I'm
I
very
gotta
upset.
Stay back and get the retreat boxes out the door, so, and that's okay.
You'll do a great job.
Yep.
But yeah, so we are looking forward to seeing you. Me and Mr. GP will be there. Colleen will be there.
Yes.
Gudrun, of course.
Yeah, and Michael.
And Michael. So it'll be
Yeah.
a good time.
We should probably have Michael on one day just to have as a guest
Introduce
host
him.
and
Yeah.
introduce him a little more.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's new to quilting and it's so fun to see him
Yeah, it
like
is.
love everything and want to try everything.
Soak up all the details and all the
Yes.
tips and tricks.
Yeah.
So it's fun. Our
yeah.
next show will be March 21st at 9:30. So make sure you join us. We'll have another row, another month done of
Yes.
our temperature quilt.
And we want to see yours.
Yeah. And tomorrow will be Happy Friday at noon. Kirk and Gudrun are getting off the ship today.
Yes.
Sorry, Mr. HP is getting off the ship today, and they will be back in Studio B in their home in Florida tomorrow.
Yes. I'm excited for them to be
I
back.
think they loved the two cruises back to back and enjoyed being on the water, and it's been beautiful. But I think they're anxious to get home too and sleep in their own beds. You know how that goes.
At least for a few nights before they're off
Off.
moving again.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and weekend and join us next
Yeah.
month.
Yep. We'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.